Hello, viewers. Good afternoon. Happy Sunday to you all. And a happy Mother's Day to everyone. Whether you're already a mom or an expecting mom or an intentional mom, a mom that is fostering, a mom that is adopting, whatever mom, what kind of mother you are, happy Mother's Day. It's a beautiful day to celebrate all the mothers in the world. We appreciate you for whatever you're doing, and even if you are one of those special mom that is a mother to someone else's child, we appreciate you a lot, and you're doing a wonderful job. So thank you so much for tuning in today. Welcome to another episode of Stephanie Glam. My name is Stephanie, and I am the host for today's talk. If this is the first time you're tuning into this channel, thank you so much for coming in today. Please give this video a thumbs up if anything we're discussing today resonates with you. Please feel free to also suggest topics of discussion that you would like us to talk on this platform, because Stephanie Glam is a platform that talks about everything on how to become a better version of ourselves. And if you're not yet a subscriber, it's another opportunity for you to subscribe to this channel. So don't leave this channel today without putting in a subscription, so that you can get updates on every time I come up with new and exciting juicy topic. And for our existing subscriber, we thank you so much for staying true and sincere to this platform. You are one of the reasons why we research diligently to bring up educative topic of discussion for this community. So thank you so much, and please feel free to suggest this video. Feel free to suggest this channel to anyone whom you think will benefit from our previous discussion and also from the discussion of today. Okay, so today's topic, we'll be talking about another important details that is a valuable trait in our today's society. We'll be talking about self-respect, and one of our special subscriber also suggested this topic for discussion. So thank you so much for suggesting this topic. So we'll be focusing on a topic called self-respect. So what do I mean by self-respect? So according to research, self-respect is loving yourself and treating yourself with care. It is a result of staying true to your values and not compromising your true values even in difficult or challenging situations. Wherever you've been faced with a situation or challenges to compromise the values and the morals you hold on to yourself, but you refuse to compromise because you value yourself so much to doing what is right instead of taking the wrong path to doing what is wrong. That is an attribute of having self-respect for yourself. Okay, so when I say values, I mean beliefs and morals that makes you who you are, which are consistent with your behaviors, your personalities, your traits, which makes you fulfilled as a person and also makes you to feel confident in who you are and in yourself. True self-respect for yourself is also known as the bedrock of a person who has strong and a confident life. You can recognize this in yourself, in how you define your own worth, and also an understanding, an opinion that you bring about yourself. It is also an understanding, an opinion of someone who does not tally with other people's opinion of what they perceive about who they are. You are true to yourself. You respect yourself so much that you do not allow other people's definition of who you are to define you as a person. So that is what we call self-respect. So when you have true self-respect for yourself, you do not let other people's negative behavior or negative opinions undermine your value. You're able to set healthy boundaries and to protect your true self and your true identity from all the toxic that appears to be around you. That is an attribute of someone that has genuine self-respect for themselves. Self-respect for yourself is having an inner strength that can emanate from a deep sense of self-worth for yourself. So, let's look at examples of how you can determine if you have self-respect for yourself, or an example of someone whom you value in your life. Take time to study this person and see if this person has maybe few of these examples that will be bringing to the public's opinion to indicate how to develop self-respect for oneself. An example of self-respect could include prioritizing your needs and well-being, setting healthy boundaries, having commitment made to yourself, treating yourself with kindness and respect, even when facing challenges, difficulties, or obstacles in life. Further examples of having a self-respect for oneself could be, like I did say, prioritizing self-care and well-being. This is what we mean by taking time for yourself, taking time to take on activities that bring you joy and relaxation. This could be activities that involves reading, taking time to embrace the beauty of nature, following on your favorite sport or your hobbies. Could be an attribute of prioritizing self-care and self-being for someone that's developed unique self-respect from themselves. Nurturing your physical health can also be an aspect of self-respect when it comes to prioritizing your self-care. This could be like taking time to invest in your physical health, your mind, your body, your spirit, and your soul by eating a balanced, healthy meal, taking on balanced, healthy food, drinking enough water, exercising regularly, and ensuring you take time out to set enough space to rest and to sleep, and not allow toxic substance into your body, because this can also affect your physical health. This is an example of someone that's taken genuine time to invest in their physical body because they've got so much respect on how they look. And there is this popular saying that says, the way you look is the way you will be addressed. How you feel determines how you show up every day in your daily activities. And if your body does not feel well taken care of, how do you present yourself as an active person that has self-respect for themselves? So prioritizing self-care and well-being by taking time to nurture your physical health is an attribute of someone that's got self-respect from themselves. Caring for your mental health can also be a dynamic way of prioritizing yourself and your physical and mental well-being by taking time to practice mindfulness, seeking therapy and counseling when it is required, taking time in engaging in activities that promote your emotional well-being, and encouraging active activities and active friends that helps you to be the best version of yourself is also someone that have genuine respect for themselves. Another example of someone that may have self-respect from themselves could be like setting healthy boundaries for yourself. And this could be like maybe saying no to requests from people that could drain your energy or evaluate your values. I know sometimes in our circle of friends, in our family relationship, we may have those few people that may make so much demands on us and expect us to do so much that we can do for them. And it's a normal human instinct to want to like go out of your way to show those that you care about how deeply and how much you do love them and how much you're genuinely interested in their self-development. But sometimes some of these people can really create selfish notion about themselves, creating demands that maybe too hard or too difficult for us to fulfill at that time. If someone of that nature is within your circle of friends or circle of family, it's okay to say no to them if such demand is creating so much or draining so much energy from you. It is okay to say no when it gets too much for you to handle on your own, or when the load becomes too much for you to carry on your own. It's okay to say no to such kind of people in such instances. It's okay to decline such commitment that doesn't align with your priorities or your values at that particular point in time. And that is when it comes to setting healthy boundaries against such commitment. So having self-respect can also be communicating your needs and limits clearly and respectfully. Because this lists on following on from certain values or saying no to people who wants you to commit to things that does not align with your priorities at that time. And sometimes these people may not understand why you're saying no to them, because they are so used to you saying yes to them, and all of a sudden they don't understand why you're saying no to them to this time around. What you could do in such scenario is take time to explain to them, and just to let them know that this is not an appropriate time for you to commit to such demands they are making. You could do this in a respectful way to them by clearly defining your reason as to why. And this could be also expressing your boundaries in a way that can be both assertive and considerable to others and to yourself. Setting boundaries could also mean protecting your time and space, which is also important for someone that's got self-respect for themselves. Don't feel you have an obligation to always be constantly available for others. Yes, it's good to be available for others, but it's also a lot more important to create a safe place and a safe time for yourself. Because if you're not in the right physical shape or form, both body, mind, and soul, how would you be available to those whom you care about? So protecting your time and space is also having self-respect for yourself, and not allowing other people to just invade your personal space for their own benefit, but take time to rewind and rest and take time to reflect on your own personal growth, which is also an important aspect of having self-respect for yourself. Our third point on how to develop self-respect for yourself, or we could say an example of someone that's got self-respect for themselves, is they are very good at honoring the commitments and taking on the responsibility they've set for themselves. This could be by keeping promises made to themselves, like when you say you are going to do something, or make sure you follow through to completing and doing that thing, even when you experience challenges along the way. Because sometimes when we set our mind to do things, we could have situations or circumstances that may want us to give up on following through to those goals and those actions that we've set for ourselves. For someone that's got self-respect for themselves, especially in situations whereby they've set goals that they want to achieve to help other people, maybe in their corporations, in their leadership positions, within their family or their friends, and circumstances bounces on their way that wants them to say, no, I can't commit to this. For someone that's got self-respect, they will remember that they've made a commitment to doing this thing and they have to follow through to it. So ensure you keep those promises that you've made to yourself and those promises that you've made to those that you care about. Follow through with these promises even when you experience challenges along the way. All you can do is just try, and if at all you cannot follow through to these promises due to circumstances, genuine circumstances and events, take time to explain to those people why you cannot commit or follow through to those responsibilities that you have taken up, and only if it is really, really genuine situations that you could not handle. Don't just give up easily when you've made a commitment to someone to say you're going to do something. Don't just think it's easy for me to say no, I can't do it again. If there is no genuine backup reasons as to why you have to stop on honoring such responsibilities, I would say that does not really speak well of someone that's got self-respect from themselves. But if the situations or life circumstances comes into mind and is stopping you from actually following through to that commitment you've made, then I think whoever you've made that commitment to will understand from a personal opinion that truly you genuinely want to commit to this, but due to some challenges you couldn't commit to it, which is fairly okay, because life do happen sometimes. Another way of honoring commitment and taking responsibility for someone that's got self-respect from themselves is that they are able to take responsibility for their own actions. This is meant by owning up, following up from the previous point, owning up to your mistakes. Mistakes do happen. Life sometimes is not all a bed of roses. And when mistake do happens on this commitment that you've made, do own up to your mistake and learn from those mistakes so that it doesn't repeat itself again in the future. Don't think it's easy to just make excuses for your mistake. Your mistakes are allowed. We're not perfect as human beings. But when you make those mistakes, own up to those mistakes that you've made and learn from those mistakes and move forward and try as much as you can not to repeat those mistakes again. Okay? So another way of honoring commitment and taking responsibility, which is a way of showing that someone has got self-respect from themselves, is treating yourself with kindness and respect. Treating yourself with kindness and respect is very important in this life, because when you respect yourself, people will tend to respect you, and also striving for excellence in your work and personal life by setting healthy goals for yourself and working diligently to achieve those goals. Practicing self-compassion is also a unique way of showing respect for yourself. When you practice self-compassion, you are being kind to yourself, especially when you make mistakes and face setbacks or challenges in life. Try and have a little bit of compassion for yourself, okay, and forgive yourself for not doing things the right way sometimes. Okay, don't dwell on your past mistakes. Learn from them and move on and move forward to the next achievable task that you set for yourself. Celebrating your strength and your accomplishment. Whenever you're able to set a milestone and achieve those milestones, celebrate yourself, no matter how little it is, no matter how big it is. Give yourself some reward. And this is like, when you do this, this is like you're saying thank you to nature. You are saying thank you to the universe for giving you the ability to be able to complete such tasks. Reward yourself. If there are people in your life to like acknowledge you by celebrating you at that time, yeah, fine. But if there are not, celebrate yourself, because you've put in the work, you've achieved the goal, and it's good that you reward yourself. Okay, so celebrating your strength and accomplishment by acknowledging your positive qualities and achievement is also a unique way of showing yourself that you've got self-respect. Okay, so we've talked about examples of how we can develop self-respect for ourselves, and if these few examples that we've talked about is something that you're already into, fine. If it's not something that you're already into, then there's an opportunity for you to take on these few tips that we've talked about on how you can develop self-respect. Before we finish the end of this video, we're just going to talk about actions, simple actions to build self-respect. If you're one of those that you feel like I don't have enough self-respect for myself, I really want to know how I can develop actions and traits to enable me build self-respect for myself. So I'm going to just be talking on few actions that you could incorporate to build self-respect for yourself. This is number one, will be earning our success in an honest and honorable manner. Like when we achieve any successful event in our life, we should ensure that those successes are attributed, are achievable in an honorable way, and we did not achieve those success by being nasty to people, or being nasty to friends, family, or relatives, or by being harmful to others, colleagues, because we want to achieve success. We feel like we can step on other people's toes. This is not a way of receiving self-respect. Okay, so when you earn any success in life, make sure that those successes were achieved based on your own merits, and you are due those successes. Don't act against your own values or deal in a dishonest way because you want to achieve success. That does not really speak well of someone that's got self-respect for themselves. Another point and actions on what we can do to build self-respect is by calming ourselves down when triggered to respond in an angry way or manner. This could be in situations or circumstances whereby you are faced with issues that challenges you to want to react in an angry manner. Try to calm yourself down instead of saying words or responding in a way that will be detrimental to how people perceive you to be someone that's got self-respect. Try to just avoid that situation, step back a little. If you have to leave that space, leave that environment, go somewhere to calm yourself down. Do that so that you don't end up reacting or saying things that you're not supposed to do. Because when you do that, there is something, people don't easily forget bad actions that can linger on people's mind for a very long time, and because of that, people may end up forming the wrong opinion about you. So when you don't agree with things, take time to speak in a very calmly manner, not in an angry manner. And if the opposite party is not giving you an avenue to speak or express yourself in a calm manner, the best thing is just to leave that space, go and calm down, and try again to see if you have an opportunity to speak in a calmly way or reflect on your own opinion about that topic of discussion, which is creating so much toxic or within the relationship you hold with those people. Okay. So another actions that we can do to build self-respect for ourselves is through persevering to achieve a challenging goal. And what do I mean by that is when you are trying to achieve a challenging goal and is becoming too difficult or too taxing or too disinteresting for you to do, try as much as you can not to give up, especially if those goals will bring much positive impact to you. Instead of focusing on the challenging aspect, focus on the end goal of achieving that task, because it's the end goal of achieving that task that will give you the ability to carry on to complete that goal and achieve that success that you want to achieve through those medium. I know sometimes it may be easy to quit, to just hand things the way it is because you're not having interest. Do not quit, even when it's easy to quit. Follow through, persevere, and ensure you complete that goal, because that will bring more benefits to you as a person. That is also another action of someone that would like to build self-respect for themselves. And the last point I will want to talk about actions we can use to build self-respect for ourselves is by taking time to be an helping and supporting friend in need to anyone within your circle of influence who may need help at that time in appropriate situations. Don't allow people to think that they can just use you for their own benefit because you're so kind, you're so gentle, you're so loving. No. If it is an appropriate situation to be an helping and a supporting hand to someone in need, yes, by all chance, please do it. That is also an action on how you can build respect for yourself, respect for yourself. So with all this, we've come to the end of the topic for today, which is focused on self-respect. I hope you've been able to achieve one or two things from this video. If this video resonates with you, or you think there is somebody out there who will benefit from this topic for today, please feel free to send the link of this video to this person. And if you've not subscribed, it's another opportunity for you to click on the subscription so that you always get notification anytime I upload new topic. And if there is any topic of discussion you would like us to bring next time, please let me know by sending me a message, and I will take time to research into that. So till I see you again, my dear viewers, do take care. Have a lovely lovely Sunday. And for all the mothers in the house, happy Mother's Day to you. Till I see you again, this is Stephanie for Stephanie Glam. Take care and stay well. Bye.